Hello and welcome to Top 8 Rivals of Ether 2 at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. We made it. We're here. We're at the end of the weekend. Top 8 is real stacked. I'm going to be Jarek.
I'm Pride.
We're going to be your commentators for today. I'm looking forward to this a lot. We got Cake and ZB flying out here from New York, or tri-state area. We got, unfortunately, Keeb had to bail out. Got COVID a few days before, so I would have loved to see that fleet. But we have Mystery Soul, another fleet. Man, looking at the character diversity in bracket, Cake Assault, Fleet, Bio, Raster, plus a few other characters. I was playing them last night. They can play multiple characters. ZB Crag, Mystery Soul, Fleet, Ganger, Claren, Sawstep, Fleet, Elkies, Maple, HKP, Zetter. So some character diversity, but Fleet is definitely the most common character here.
We're big fleeting today.
Big
the winner's
fleet.
side looks pretty similar to Rivals 1.
It really does. I think it's, is it the same? I think it's the same.
It was ZB
No,
versus
it's Mystery
Elkies
Soul
in
is
Rivals
different.
1, but just swap those two. Got the same. I'm pretty happy about the Washington representation in this bracket. We got both Mystery Soul and HKP, which
The only Oregon
Seattle represent.
The only Oregon rep. Okay, to be fair though, AZ Cards also had to pull out just a few days before the event. So we miss you, AZ Cards. We miss you, Key. We wish you two were here. It would have been great to have you here. Both awesome people to see. But Ganger and Sawstep, this is a team kill. They're close friends, real close friends.
Are they Oregon or?
They're Oregon. They're
Okay.
PDX. They go to our monthlies. This is also a run back. They played each other in pools.
Oh.
So this is like.
That's a pretty early run back. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little unfortunate, but talking about. So, Sawstep was around for Rivals 1. It's a name that you might have heard of before, but they're a lot better at Rivals 2. Like, no disrespect. Rivals 1, they were just kind of around hanging out. But in Rivals 2, they're genuinely a good fleet.
Do they come from Melee as well?
I think they play a bit of Smash. I think they also... Yeah, they play Ultimate. So,
Ultimate, okay. Word.
Ganger is an Ultimate player, an Ultimate refugee over to Rivals 2. When I first played Ganger, it's one of those feelings where, like, they're a really good Claren. They're not like a top player yet, but like you know when you play someone and you go, oh, they're going to be a problem eventually.
Yeah.
Like they're already good and they're improving really fast.
There are certain instincts you see in players early on in their careers.
Yeah, they just
that
get it.
Blossom into something much bigger.
Yeah. They're fundamentally solid, and the follow-ups they were finding with Claren, like intuitive and fast.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah, they're pretty good. Let me look at the bracket, see in pools who beat who put who into losers, because they did play. So let's see, Ganger, Sawstep.
Yeah, that would be good to know. So this is going to be Claren versus Fleet?
Yep. Which, talking to Ganger, Ganger doesn't mind this matchup.
Okay.
I know a lot of people really hate Fleet, but they're fine.
This is pretty interesting because Claren is like, you can almost think of her as the sort of one of the more basic characters in Rivals 2, and then Fleet is one of the more rivalsy characters in Rivals 2. So seeing the contrast between these two in this matchup would be really interesting.
So, it was best of 3 when they played. Ganger won 2-1.
Ooh, okay.
So, looking for a close set here.
And is this going to be best of 3
Oh
or
yeah,
best of
best
5?
of 5. Best of 5. It's
Cool.
top 8, come on.
I mean, you guys keep telling me that you're crunched for time and all this, so I just need to
we
check.
we're definitely crunched on time for other games after us, but you can't sacrifice the integrity of the game.
Okay, here
So-
we go. We're getting into
All
it right
right.
away.
Yeah, so Ganger, like I said, he likes this matchup. And it's interesting. I can kind of see it.
They're both just
Ganger-
playing the spacing game right now.
That is, I mean, Fleet's going to do that just by design, because Fleet is Fleet. And Ganger plays that way. Ganger has really good fundamentals, but then when he hits you, he doesn't find super long strings, but he just finds really intuitive, like what he's doing right here. It just, you feel like you can get out, and then you get hit again. Like, he does those sort of strings. He has the right read on where you're wanting to go.
Yeah, it makes sense. He really likes to favor these soft hits so far and looks for these jump reads out of combos.
What you should be seeing a lot with Ganger is Ganger loves to grab, do the special pummel, throw you the other way, and then F smash, which you got to hit the special pummel. You got to get out of there. So
far, Sawstep doing a really good job, stacking a lot of damage. Has Gengar at over 100% now. Able to fight his way out of the corner very effectively. Can we get the edge guard here? No, not quite. Gengar going for the high recovery, reversing the situation.
be expecting most of Gengar's kills to be coming from F smash. They always seem to find some sort of confirmed F smash in one way or another, but that was a good tech read.
And with that, Sawstep up a stock.
There you go.
Just right there. Gets evened up. Wow, that kills fairly early.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Claren is, like, not to say Claren's a bad character in Rivals 1, but Claren, I feel like, is a much better character in Rivals 2. Like, it feels like Claren is just, like, faster, and the moves just, not that they have more priority, but just, they seem to just hit and work. And there's that turnaround throw that they love to do. You have to be able, yeah, you got to do that. As soon as they hit you, the special pummel is coming. I love that move. Claren's now just neutral B charge is such a good move for covering so many options off stage. And the fact that you can angle it, like, it is basically, I'm throwing this out here. Oh, there it is again. Same spot as the first stock.
Wow, really impressive coming from Gengar here. Going from a stock down to a stock up. Sawstep's going to have to fight his way out, but we've seen a good punish game from him so far. He should be able to find an opening and reverse this. He's got Gengar off stage. Gonna try to get a ledge trap. Okay, we got a counter in play. That's gonna block these arrows coming from Fleet here. Fleet's
Yeah,
gonna
if
have to
you're
rely on her melee moves.
Yeah, that down special counter is such a huge thing when it comes to Fleet. It's not to say like, oh, this is gonna win you the matchup or anything like that, but a lot of Fleet's neutral is that tornado coming after the arrow, is the arrow you can lead up. Like, Fleet kind of wants to play similar to Pit in a way where they don't really fully want to camp, but their neutral feels kind of campy, and then they hit you and you die. Oh, speaking of dying, still alive.
Yeah, it's like a nice hybrid of spacing and zoning, right?
Yeah, yeah.
To try to control the neutral game.
And it
try
definitely
to force your opponent into a certain position.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is my stage control, just barely missing the counter. It definitely can feel very frustrating, even if you do have experience with Fleet, because just the way Fleet plays is going to tell people naturally. Right now it seems like Gengar is just a little more warm, is playing a little faster.
Well, we'll see over the course of the best of 5 whether Sawstep can warm up and match up to this. I mean, so far it's a fairly close game, even with this percent deficit. And Sawstep has Gengar in a compromised position. Gengar reversing it.
All right, Gengar he loves that F smash, but he's starting to fish for it a little too much now.
Ooh, Techno! All right, and the first game goes to Gengar. It does seem like so far Sawstep struggling a little bit with the edge guards on Claren here. You know, coming from Rivals 1, I'm used to thinking of Claren as a character with kind of a subpar recovery.
Yeah, dude. The first thing I experienced when I booted up the first playtest, or it wasn't PAX West, because Claren wasn't in the game yet. But the first thing I experienced when I booted up that first beta test was like, holy hell, Claren's up B goes horizontally so far now. Like, you can drift forever. And you needed, with the changes, you can't wall jump out of up B, so they needed that for sure. All right, using a different pummel this time. Mixing that up so they don't always break out. And there's the other pummel, so doing some good mix-ups. I would like to see at low percent Gengar going for something other than the F smash there. Try to go for a long. Oh, it doesn't. What am I talking about? That killed so early. That's nuts. Like, I know we're 4-4, but still.
That strong.
Yeah, Claren's good in this game. It's funny because Claren's so good in this game, but in a way that I don't feel, for me, talking from my perspective, is really frustrating because it's just sort of, it's a sortie, you know? You know how you're supposed to beat this character. Whether you can really do it or not, it's a totally different situation. But, man, Gengar is just, I don't want to say running away with it a little bit, but definitely has the advantage.
Yeah, Sawstep having a little bit of difficulty finding his footing here. Able to get these pokes thrown over, but no real big conversions so far.
Yeah, so
and especially again, once again with the edge guard situation, it seems like he doesn't have a good formula for dealing with his uppy off stage.
Yeah, so for context, for a monthlies later, that I think F Porter would have killed there, but yeah, for context for later, monthlies have been going. Like, Hayes has been #1, which is you would expect. But Sawstep, in order to get to top 8, upset Hayes.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's it, which is insanely. That was 3-2 close set. Like that alone, you should already be happy with your placing.
Do you know if Hayes was playing Claren or Maple?
Maple.
Okay.
Hayes has been favoring Maple. Oh, no jump, no float.
Well,
3 stocks to 1, man.
This is pretty big for Gengar right now. He's just doing such a good job controlling center stage. I mean, he sees Sawstep trying to approach from the skies over and over again, try to approach from the corner over and over again, and Gengar's just stuffing him out over and over. And getting the conversions, I think that's the big thing. Like, just when he gets the opening, it's turning into something.
Yeah, every stock has been early, which is super important for Fleet, because that's what you need to do. Fleet's only real big advantage is that they're super light. So if you need to take those stocks earlier, you're going to have a really hard time with Fleet.
Okay, well, Sawstep is on the board now, getting some momentum.
Yeah, so a little more context for our monthlies. The way it's been going is Hayes has been #1, and then #2 has been a mixture of these two players, and then Eonology, who is a very good Crag main, who almost made it to the top 8. He was Game 5 last stock against HKP, who is a very good Zetter main. So very close to these three just kind of being next to each other in seeding. Could have gone either way. We could have seen any of them in top 8. And there it is, once again, found that F smash.
These confirms seem so consistent.
Yeah.
Looks like he has that down.
Looking at Gengar, he's feeling himself. He's kind of fist pumping a little bit. Like, he's playing hot today. So it could be a 3-0, but man, Compared to the 2-1 it was yesterday, that would be quite the turnaround.
You know, traditionally I'm used to thinking of Clarin as a character that you approach by whiff punishing. And that's sort of how I think of sorties and other platform fighters as well. So my intuition here is that I would like to see Sawstep go for a little more passive play, look for a little more bait and punish.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because we're seeing a lot of these
the correct stage,
counterpokes, you know?
Yeah, correct stage for that. You have more space to work with it now. This is historically in Rivals 1, like, the counterpick against Clarin. Clarin always wants to ban it. It's too big. You can't do with anything with the top plats. Like, it's just difficult for Clarin. But the bait and punish playstyle, the way you need to play against Clarin, is definitely more difficult in Rivals 2 because Clarin's just a faster character. It feels less stun lag. That may just be me feeling that way, but they're just better now. And also just having like shields and all these mechanics like that benefits Clarin inherently.
That makes sense. I mean, with whiff lag gone from Rivals 1, I think characters across the board have slightly faster end lag in general, right? 'Cause they tend to be a compromise between the hit cancel and the whiff lag.
Yeah,
and
the big one is no drift DI is big for Clarin.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it's like it feels like once you get hit, you actually can't get out. Like that feeling when you first play Clarin in Rivals 1, but it's true now.
Yo, Drifty I mentioned?
Yeah, I know it's controversial, but personally I would like to see Drifty Eye still in the game. But you know what, I can take it, live it or not. I still love this game. It's a lot of fun.
Gengar just coming back with that dare from the ledge, getting in some more damage in. Ooh, that's not going to be the tipper. That could have killed, but just barely just spacing it. Sawstep still in this on the stock.
That tippered from behind, the classic hitbox from Rivals 1 still here. That might, if you didn't jump, that might have saved his recovery, but I think he should be dead now. Yeah.
Okay, and
if you have that bomb on you and you get sent that far off stage and you think you can survive low without using any resources, that just helps you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like a Snake C4 sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Very similar to that, except for with a little more counterplay.
Yeah.
And less of a terrible mechanic. I will call all shade I want about that.
Yeah, once again, Sawstep going for this offstage edge guard, getting stuffed out.
This game is much closer than the other two, though. I think the big stages was definitely the way to go. Good job.
Yeah, a lot more space for Sawstep just, you know, float around, spend a little more time looking for his openings.
Amazing parry. That's kind of how you have to play against Fleet. You got to play it slow, wait for that tornado to come out, try to parry it. Easier said than done because the Fleet could be coming at you from behind the tornado. So that tornado is such a huge neutral tool for Fleet. Like, how do you get around it? What do you do with it? Or you just hit Fleet.
Especially when you're a character like Clarin who doesn't have the best momentum of Rivals characters.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't feel like I can complain about Clarin's move, but I don't feel like it's like the big advantage, you know. Oh, I love, yeah, you can angle that so low and it hits from so far away. It's such a good move.
That's insane for covering ledge. And being able to cover ledge in this game is just a huge deal. It
is certainly an experience when you're way off stage and the Clarin's floating at you, charging that move. And you're like, where do I go? What do I do?
Ooh, Sawstep running in for the grab, missing it, gets punished, and that's going to be a
Found
tipper up the top.
Up air. I always love that, just the tipper up air kills, because there's a certain amount of either perfectly following them or getting the right read to whatever they're doing in the air. Oh, so much damage right away off just a few hits.
I do like that arrow for coming back with the recovery, but with this with the force field in play, it's going to be a little harder.
Ooh, that should be it though. No jump. Yeah, they won't be able to make that back. All right, last stock.
That is a lot of horizontal drift, though. Like, it's so
yeah, it's
obvious.
Nuts. It's a huge buff from the first game, but again, I needed one for the way recovery works in this game.
Sawstep getting some follow-ups here. Got to make something happen this game, or this stock.
Could be Sawstep's last stock of the tournament if they don't turn this around.
Oh, here's the momentum shift, maybe? No, just getting a 2-hit. While Gengar just keeps it going. 4 hits, 5 hits.
Oh, didn't tip her, but...
And continuing with the ledge trap.
No, missed the jump. Oh. Should be fine, though.
Okay.
All right, we're good. We're back.
Yeah, it seems that Sawstep just putting themselves in range of the up B without the ledge invincibility. Maybe that's, you know, part of the intuition factor, because like, in a lot of platform fighters, you would still have that invincibility dropping off ledge going for the edge guard, but you just don't have it the same way in this game. At least not to the same extent.
Gengar's starting to get a little greedy trying to find these kills off stage and just kind of hurling himself off stage a little bit. You got to play it patient. I know they're high percent, but if you give them the stock, suddenly they got life in the set again.
How are clearance confirms once you get to these percents?
I mean, tipper stun still is tipper stun. Stuff like down air or down smash still works, stuff like that, but trying to follow him off like a back air like that, the F smash no longer comes into play, and that's Gengar's bread and butter. No, the taunt! They did not mean to do that.
As long as you still have some clear win conditions, you've got a game plan to work with.
Yeah, but Gengar's been really going for this F smash, and that's not an option now, so he has to find something else. How did that not hit?
Soft Step is pulling it together right now.
This is anyone's game.
Oh, what a get up!
Yeah, that special get up is such a good get up because it covers everything other than above.
Oh, just running in, that's so scary to do. But
Reverse.
these soft hits aren't doing anything, so Soft Step can maybe afford it a bit.
Yeah, definitely starting to get Marthritis a little bit here.
Uh-oh, uh-oh! Alright, Gengar.
Oh, so close.
How is Soft Step going to find the kill, though? Okay, not running off stage. That's a good sign.
Still has the jump.
Oh, where are you going?
The back air would have sealed it there. Oh, and there's the F smash. There's a raw rip the F smash.
Good
so
games.
3-0, you hate to see it if you're Soft Step. If you're a TO for crunching their time, you'd love to see it. No, these two players have been great to watch. They've been kind of players that came out of nowhere for the PDX rival scene. And unfortunately, that's the only two Oregon players, so that's a team kill right away and losers. So
that is unfortunate, but it's great to see talent that we don't associate with the more traditional Rivals 1 scene show up in Rivals 2.
That's been the crazy thing is that there's been players that, like, for all respect, they've been just, like, kind of bad in Rivals 1. Like, not like, a new player that never played the game bad, but never really done more than, like, 2-2 in a major or something like that, and that's kind of been where they are. And then they show up in Rivals 2, and they're doing that. They're making top 8. They're upsetting Hayes. Like, so, yeah, Soft Step was one of those players where you didn't really think about them with Rivals 1, and then suddenly they're here in Rivals 2, and they found a character that's just who they are.
Well, we got one fleet down, but we got a couple more left in bracket waiting in winner's side. But next up, we have Elkies versus HKP. This is probably going to be Maple versus Zetterburn. Both of them playing their characters from Rivals 1. This should be a very fast-paced, aggressive matchup. I'm really excited to watch this. Probably a lot of footsies.
So, Elkies is housing with me. HKP is a Seattle guy. Came down here, I played HKP a lot. So I play these two players a lot. HKP is your quintessential Spacey, basically. That's the way they play Zetterburn. And, I played Zetter for years and years in Rivals 1, but the way I played Zetter in Rivals 1 was never like the Spacey archetype, right? I kind of just always did my own thing. And one thing I've noticed about Rivals 2 is that you kind of have to play Zetterburn the more traditional Spacey way. If you don't, it kind of doesn't really work. Like, you can make it work, but it's not like you could in Rivals 1.
I mean, he's very wolfy, right? I mean, that's certainly a lot of the inspiration for his design.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, if you looked at him in Rivals 1, if you just look at his animations, you're like, oh, that's Wolf. But then you play it and you're like, this doesn't play if anything, it was more like Falco, but, like, still not really. So
he's really his own thing. He's really just
so that's definitely how it was. But then in Rivals 2, it really is like, this is Zetter Spacey. This is like if this was a mod in Smash, it would be like, oh, you modded Wolf to be its own unique character, but it still is a Spacey. And HKP plays that way. Like, when HKP told me at SideQuest, an event we held in spring, which is how he got his voucher to get in here to begin with, by winning that event, he told me whenever I need to get, like, pumped up for something, I just pretend I'm in a Mango combo video. So, I mean, it worked. He popped off in both Rivals 1, beat Rivals 1 over Mystery Soul. Double eliminated him, didn't even lose a game. Like, he just completely all over Mystery Soul. And then got top 3 in Melee the same weekend.
It's interesting that we think of Zetter as the Spacey. I mean, Zetter obviously is a Spacey, but when I was talking with Hayes about Maple, one thing they told me is that they've been practicing Fox in Melee because a lot of the combo chains between Melee and Fox are actually pretty similar. A lot of the up air strings are similar, a lot of the nair strings are similar.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so
a lot of following their DI and finding out where they go.
You got real Spacey versus fake Spacey. Oh, and we got a parry right away. Not going to get a lot off of it. Parry definitely nerfed quite a bit in this game. I mean, we got a lot of startup compared to Rivals 1.
Yeah, much slower.
But you have spot dodge instead if you need that option.
Be expecting... Oh no, missed the ledge dash. Still, it's fine. You got the tech down special. Be expecting a lot of hitting buttons very quickly from both of these players. They both love to mash the buttons.
Oh, and we're going to see a lot of shield pressure coming out from, not from Mystery Soul, from HKP here. The shield, like for folks who have been playing Rivals 2 for a bit, shield is quite a bit nerfed in this patch compared to previous patches. So I expect to see much stronger pressure coming out from Zetter overall.
Yes, it is. Man, dealing with Zetter shield pressure is difficult. So two things changed with the shield in this patch. The first one is that shields just in general are weaker, so shield breaks are easier to do now, which I like that change. I think that's sick. And the second one is you can't buffer things out of shields anymore. And that is a huge buff to Zetterburn. Because that's like one of the things that Zetter loves doing, is shield shine into anything on your shield. And HKP is much better now, because last time I saw him play at Ghost Town, he was doing all this shield pressure, but wasn't converting anything off it. And the whole time I'm on commentary, I'm like, HKP, please, shield, just shine grab. Like, please shine grab them. And HKP has added that in, and now it's terrifying.
Yeah,
it's like, what do I do?
Because now Zetter can actually play like a Spacey. Like, this is something that Spacey sort of needed to rely on in Melee, for example. If you could buffer out a shield stun in Melee, they wouldn't have the same kind of shield pressure game, and now Zetter has that.
Oh, Zetter already had it before, it just got even stronger.
Got even stronger. Okay, word.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, HKP is definitely... He is the Zetter of the Northwest, really.
Oh, what a fair spike!
I can't believe that.
It was barely airborne,
yeah,
I guess.
How did that get off stage? It's like they just, like, tumbled off of the stage itself.
This is a one-stock lead for Elkies right now. They're playing a really scrappy neutral.
Yeah, I've been playing... So Elkies has only been playing the beta, like most of us. Watching Elkies play over the weekend, Elkies has visibly been getting better, like, quickly.
Elkies is definitely a very fast learner, and was always a very creative player in Rivals 1.
Yeah, Elkies is the higher seed here, the one that is expected to win. But for Rivals 2, it is not as clear-cut as Rivals 1. Like, in Rivals 1, we looked at it and went, all right, Kate's going to win the bracket, right? Like, people just kind of don't doubt it. And Rivals 2, you don't really know. Like, there's... I think right now you look at it between the 3 players that could win, in my eyes, it's like Cake, ZB, and then Mystery Soul is insanely good. This is the first time locally Mystery Soul is, like, being able to play against the Cake and ZB. Yeah, you know, and also Bio is here. I've been playing Bio last night. Bio's also been improving really rapidly just over the weekend.
It'll just be cool to see all these players offline playing each other.
Oh.
A lot of matches we haven't seen before. Oh, is this going to be it? No, not quite. HKP living. Elkies throwing herself out there. Perhaps inadvisable, and HKP is going to reverse the situation, get the kill on last stock. High percent on HKP, but he might be able to bring this back with some careful play here and strong punishes. And here we go, the pressure's starting. Maple breaking out. Is this spike going to be it? That's going to be it, and Elkies takes game 1.
Didn't get the wall jump out of the down special cancel. Very interesting. Yeah, so HKP doesn't like Maple. that is something I should say, not like as a John or anything, but like when HKP found out, because initially it was going to be HKP might have to play a Fleet, and HKP was like, oh, I don't want to play Fleet. And then I told him, all right, so you don't have to play Fleet. And he's like, yes. I'm like, but you got to play Maple. He's like, no.
Do you know why HKP hates Maple?
It's just been a difficult matchup for Zetter in Rivals 1 for the longest time. Whether that really means a whole lot for Rivals 2, we've yet to be seen. I don't think it feels anywhere near as bad, because I think Zetter's just a stronger character in Rivals 2 than he is in Rivals 1, having shields and ledges. Not that he's bad in Rivals 1 by any means, but he's really good now. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Good tech. HKP is pretty good at getting the tech down special, which I feel like Maple can definitely punish that in some way, but depending on the move you do, like if you do an F smash and he techs that, you're not going to be able to react fast enough afterward.
So Maple still has Lily in this game, but she's got a couple other plants now. What do they do exactly?
The main one that you'll probably be seeing is if you get the special combo that puts the like cotton thing on them that I'm forgetting the name of. If they throw a seed at them, it'll pop them at you.
Okay.
I think they're called Poppy.
Oh, they're called Poppy. Nice.
No, I don't actually know. I'm just pulling that out of my head.
Okay. I like the name though.
Yeah, just stick with it.
Okay, so it kind of works like Helga's Slingshot in Nasby, where it like sends them back toward you.
I haven't played Nasby, so I wouldn't be able to answer. Oh, I just found a raw up special.
And then what's the ledge special? Because that puts another plant in play, right?
You know, off the top of my head, I forget what that does.
Alright, well we haven't seen it yet, so...
Yeah, Elkies doesn't really use it too much. I've been playing Elkies over the weekend, but I can't really recall a time she used it.
Man, these big strings coming out from HKP. A little bit percent on each. Very even game so far. Ooh, Lily in center stage. Nice, but unable to get a big follow-up.
Man, I know this is cliche to say, but this is one of those sets where it's like, I don't want either of them to lose. Like, you love both these players, and they're both playing like hype characters. So
yeah, for sure. Oh, another great fair spike.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy to see it at these like angles where you're getting it on stage.
Yeah, it feels very different from Rivals 1 in that sense, because if I get hit with that in Rivals 1, I feel like I can tech it, or at least bounce. But in Rivals 1, I feel like I just slide off the edge of the stage and die anyway. Oh, missed the ledge dash. This is bad. Never mind, it's fine. Elkies didn't know something other. It is fine.
Oh my god, that poor shield. HKP just beating the hell out of it.
Yeah, for context for how much they have changed the shield strength now, Lockstone doesn't even have to charge a full up smash to break their shield.
Just a single up strong will break it?
I mean, not with no charge. It has to be mostly charged, but you don't need to like fully charge it to break the shield. So that's how much weaker it is now.
Wow.
I feel like it's in the perfect spot. I feel like it's not too weak and it's not too strong. So you do have some incentive to just not sit there and hold your shield.
Okay, are we gonna get this recovery? Okay, we are going to get the ledge trap as well. HKP in control. He needs to take the stock quick. He's got high percent on him.
What I would like to see HKP do, ooh, good DI, held up, get out of that. I'll say it after this game. But HKP's got to get something going, or you don't want to be down 2-0 in a top 8 on loser side.
Yeah, getting out of the tether follow-ups, but is this
that's
it?
it,
Oh,
yeah.
the up B off the top, and we're up 2-0.
So something I want to see HKP doing when edge guarding Maple is that Elkies has basically been just side cleaning below HKP holding ledge. I want to see HKP drop down and just throw out a fair, because if they're below you and you fair, that reverse hits, and that's like a reverse Falcon knee. It's nasty.
Wow. Okay, that sounds sick.
Yeah, so that's probably your best option if Elkies is going to do that every single time. Because what HKP has been doing is, I'm going to fall down, shine, send you upward, and then down air. But they're already touching the wall, so they either get on stage or they just tech and they're fine. So you get damage, but you're not really getting rid of the stock. And he's been behind pretty much every game.
HKP opting for a small stage with some high platforms. I think this makes sense for Zetterburn. Prevents the dash dance game from Elkies from being too powerful, and also the arcs on Zetterburn's up air can help a lot with these platforms compared to the kind of hitboxes Maple has.
Yeah, I do agree. This is a pretty good stage for Zetter. Maple generally wants bigger, flatter stages to run around with a couple of platforms, so you can't hit the stupid race car. So that's
Wow, that killed.
That's my favorite
Fairly
move.
early.
Do you know that?
I've heard once or twice, Jarek, that's your favorite move.
Really? Yeah, get around. I didn't know that. Oh.
All right, that's a classic.
3 wraps in a row. We see Elkies coming back. We never left from Rivals 1. It's still here.
All right, we got
Oh,
the
no!
no! I mean, HKP will take it.
Yeah,
He keeps this game.
yeah. You're about to get 3-0'd. You need to get that.
Yeah, I mean, being down 2-0 in a best of 5 is such a mental load, because you know you had to win 3 in a row, and
Yeah.
that's daunting. Oh, I need to win 3 in a row when I've just lost 2. That's daunting.
And especially if the next game you win is like you barely won last stock, so there's not really a momentum going on.
Plus, you had to deal with their stage counter picks.
Yeah, and in this matchup, the stage counter picks are big.
You think so?
Yeah, because like you don't want to give Maple space to move if you're Zetterburn.
That makes sense. You just want it to be as much of a close range scrap as you can handle. But as you can make it.
But HKB seems to be getting some momentum going. It seems like small stages are definitely the way to go.
Oh, we're going to get something off the top. Got the up airs off the top. Oh, breaking
good
out.
DI. Yeah, Maple up air has been one of those moves they've been struggling to balance all betas. I still feel like it's a little too strong right now, but it's in a better spot. All right, could be last stock from HKP of the tournament.
Honestly, I like it when there's a few moves that are a little too strong.
When I'm not playing, sure.
It adds a spiciness to the game, you know?
I think Zetter already has plenty of the spice. Skull on fire everywhere. I love just seeing Lily get hit 20 times in a row. It makes me feel good after Rivals 1. Oh no, man. Elkies has already brought this back. This is suddenly everyone's game, and HKP could be out of the tournament.
Big hit. Are we going to get the edge guard? We're going to get the ledge
There
shot
you go.
Okay,
All
nice.
right, HKP takes a game. But that's so bad now if you're HKP. Like, yeah, obviously you don't want to lose, but like Elkies had momentum at the end of that game, and you got to win 2 more on their counter picks. Yeah, I think those are the right. Well, I think Fire Capital is the right stage ban, but okay, this is fine. It's a really good Maple stage, but it's not a bad Zetter stage.
Yeah, I mean, at least Zetter can, you know, pressure these platforms pretty well. There's a lot of horizontal space to work with, which is not ideal. Are the boundaries still really small like they are in R1?
They're still pretty close.
Okay.
It feels like they're not as close, but that could just be like a feeling thing. I think they're the same.
Yeah, I mean, I get the impression that Zetter's kill potential is a bit better in this game than Maple, so the smaller boundaries are going to help Maple a lot. Oh, off the top, not quite, not yet. But we're going to get a ledge trap with Lily. No, we're going to roll through it, but we're covering the roll. Like, Lily is great for forcing other options.
Man, none of that was true, but HKP just like could not get out. Those are some of the best combos, by the way.
Yeah,
Hot
absolutely.
take. Hot take is that true 0 to death combos, while being hype, are not as cool as just strings where you just completely are in their head and they can't get out.
I totally agree with you. I mean, I think that's the sort of the spirit of the platform fighter, where you have like fake mix-up heavy pressure that your opponent just can't figure out.
Yeah.
And that's like the test of a like a really good player.
Ooh, terrible DI.
Wow, 3 stocks to 1 lead. This is not looking great for Marcus.
HKP has to become a god or they're out of the tournament.
Well, he's doing some godlike things.
By hitting Shine.
Yeah, it's a pretty godlike move.
It is.
Especially when you hit it multiple times. Oh, but so far, I mean, he's controlling the neutral pretty well this stock. Oh, he got wrapped. Uh-oh. He's in the corner. He's getting juggled. Elky's in control right now.
All right, got 1 stock at 75%. To get rid of 2 fresh maples is certainly a task. Yeah, especially if they're low percent, they can just kind of CC your Shine, and now you're in comboed.
Oh, big juggle coming from HKP here.
I love the sour spot up airs. HKP is doing something, getting some work in.
Oh, nice parry on Lily, getting some iframes to work with. All right, he's staying alive.
Uh-oh.
That's
Are they
big.
alive? They're still alive.
Oh, what a
caught
call
that
out.
down special.
Good games. Elky's taking it 3-1, moving on to losers quarters.
All right. Well, congratulations to Elkies. Moving on. HKP had a great tournament. 7th place is nothing to scoff at with how stacked this one is. Let's I'm going to go ahead and take a look at how HKP even got to this spot.
Yeah, honestly, that was a really exciting set all around.
They were in pool 2.
But
yeah,
Elkies.
because I played HKP. HKP was the one who put me in losers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Were you a Zetter too?
No,
Oh.
I play Locks.
Oh, okay.
So, which is certainly a matchup. The Zetter Locks matchup is that you kind of just get shield pressure the whole time, but you know, it made it respectable. It was fun. I like fighting against Zetter. All right, so they lost, got 3-0'd by Mystery Soul, which is fine. Mystery Soul's really good at this game. And then they 3-2'd Eonology, so they almost didn't even make top 8 because Eonology's a really good crack.
Okay.
So that was their pathway to top 8. And now we're probably going to be seeing Cake Assault and Bio. This is a classic in a new game.
They're walking up to the stage. So we just saw them play winter semis in Rivals 1 yesterday. Bio holding their own, but Cake taking it. We're going to have to see how it goes today. It's going to be Fleet versus... Is it going to be Raster coming from Bio?
It should be, but Bio, you never really know.
So I was talking with Bio. So Raster got some pretty heavy nerfs this weekend. Slipstream now only activates on hit, thank God. They should have been doing that for like 6 years. Raster, according to the way Bio phrases it, is that Raster is somewhat awkward to play now in a way that he wasn't before, which I totally see. If you're not getting that slipstream consistently, you have to deal with those slower speeds more often. And that can be a little awkward to deal with. So I don't know if Bio's going to stick it out with the Raster or try any of their secondaries. I don't know what secondaries they have in this game. Do you know if they went Raster this whole bracket?
I'm pretty sure... No, they went Crag against Haze. They 3-0'd Haze with Crag.
Okay.
Which was technically an upset, but like seeding Bio is impossible because they hadn't really gone to many events, so you didn't know where they were going to be. So for Rivals 1, it was even worse. Because, like, you know how good Bio is, but they haven't done anything. So do you seed on, like, where they should, quote-unquote, be seeded? Or do you seed on, like, the results recently? And I feel like you have to skew towards results. But, like, that's I asked Mystery Souls, like, hey, do you mind if I put Bio above you? Because that's 4 or 5 seeds anyway. It didn't really matter. They're like, yeah, no, I know how good Bio is. I don't care.
Okay.
So I try to talk to everyone, make sure it's fine. But it looks like we're actually going to be getting ZB versus Mystery Soul first.
Oh, so they walk
instead of Cake and Bio.
Yeah, seeding this early in the game is borderline impossible.
Yeah, it was even worse at Ghost Town 2 because that was back in spring. So it's like, I asked SBS and he was just kind of like, good luck. I don't think any of the players were really upset about it. They were, you know, kind of just figuring things out. They knew how it was.
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, what is seeding? Seeding is just putting a prior bias so that you lower the amount of variance in the results. And if you don't have that information to work with, you're going to have high variance results anyway. So it's not a big deal. You gotta just play to win no matter what your seed is anyway. So.
I mean, that was always the anytime I asked, because I always go to a bunch of people like, hey, what do you think of my seeding? Where do you think people are? Because like, if you're a TO, that's not a you thing. That's a whole community thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And every time I would ask Hayes, they'd be like, I don't care where I am. I just have to be the better player. And I feel like that's a really good mentality to have.
Absolutely.
Even if your seeding, to an extent, definitely does affect how far you can go, but it shouldn't, because if you're good, you'll go anyway. So
I mean, if you put Cake bottom seed in Rivals 1 tournament, he's still probably
yeah,
gonna
he's
win the
gonna win
tournament.
anyway. All right, so we're gonna be seeing probably Crag versus Fleet. I know we're
Cool.
definitely seeing Fleet from Mystery Soul. Mystery Soul loves Fleet.
Yeah, he seemed very excited about it when I talked to him earlier.
Yeah, so I was talking to Mystery Soul before, and I mean, like I said, he was contemplating not even entering Rivals 1 because he was like, I don't even know, he might just want to DQ me. I just don't want to play Sylvanos again because like he's full Fleet pilled. He loves Fleet. All right. Oh, they're just warming up a little bit. Okay.
All right, we got some movement from
I can't
ZB.
wait till we
Look at
have-
the movement.
I
The
can't-
movement in Rivals 2 looks so good.
It feels good. It feels good too.
Dude, look at Soul's movement. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
These
Soul.
edge cancels with these crazy.
I don't know who's gonna win here,
Whatever.
honestly. Like this matchup, from what I've talked, it's too early to really have like a definitive, like solid opinion. But from everyone I've talked to, everyone seems to think this matchup is pretty hard for Crag.
Okay. It's never too early to have uninformed opinions. I think.
Well, the uninformed opinions part will never change. Let's be real, that always stays the same in any fighting game. There's Mystery Soul.
Got his game face on.
Mystery Soul, it's funny watching people try to interact with Mystery Soul if they don't know him, because he's very like, he's not very expressive, so he's just chill. He's just kind of there to be there, and people are like, did I say something wrong? It's like, no, Soul is one of the coolest, chillest people you can talk to.
And there's ZB.
ZB,
Why is that a laughing matter?
ZB, you guys couldn't see it, but Soul was just practicing their recovery off stage, floating, do all that stuff, and then ZB just went over and edge hogged him, and then went on the other side of the stage.
That's amazing. Everything's a mind game. Everything.
Well, with ZB, it definitely is. All right, all right.
Cool.
Well, the Crag player is ZB, so ZB should be on the right. Yeah, the names are backwards. All right, we're already playing around the rock.
Yeah, starting off Battlefield here.
Interesting stage pick.
Do you think it benefits Crag the same way in this game that it does in Rivals 1?
The question, yes, but I think the question I have is, does it harm Fleet in any way? Which I don't know. Fleet's a new character. We're still. Oh, that killed that.
What the heck? That was so early. Okay. I mean, ZB's always been very good at finding these really early kills. I think getting those really swift punishes is a big part of what makes him a top player. That plus avoiding them from the other side. I mean, he's just known to live a very long time in Rivals 1.
Yeah, I loved talking to ZB yesterday, trying to figure out like people what goes on in their head when they're like playing sets. Like, what's your intention behind the way you're playing? Like, do you want people to get like salty or what? He's like, no, I'm just having fun, but I want them to feel stupid. And I'm like, all right, I understand you a little bit more now. I think the same way. It's just the most fun one to play.
Yo, shout out to top platform camping. All right, ZB pushing Fleet into the corner, but Mr. is fighting out. Actually, kind of takes advantage of it now. Rock's in a little bit of an awkward position for both of them. Oh!
Yep.
Is
yep.
the pillar okay?
Yeah,
ZB managed to make it back.
Fleet's going to do that. Crag's pillar is a little bit weird in this game, where occasionally projectiles will just break the pillar from the top for no reason. It's a little more on the side, but it
Is it
still
when it
can
hits like
happen.
the corner of the pillar, or?
Yeah, but it's not even just like the corner. It's like a little further in from the corner too. I've seen it happen multiple times with big meatball. So it's a little weird. I feel like they're still kind of working on that a bit.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a frame-by-frame interpolation thing, where like one frame it just like isn't in the pillar, the next frame it just a little bit too much into the pillar. So
Yeah.
it overlaps with the.
Because I feel it
hitbox.
definitely shouldn't happen and isn't intended.
Yeah.
But this game is looking pretty solidly in ZB's favor, but it's not like the worst so far. I feel like Mystery Soul will benefit from a larger stage.
Yeah, Mystery Soul, this is, I think, his
Oh.
first really big punish this game. Let's see if he can convert it. The pillar making the edge guard a little bit hard. We're going to get the spikes from above, but we're going to get the wall tech back on the stage. But Mystery Soul keeping it going.
There
Oh,
you
and there's
go.
the kill.
All right, the game's completely even. I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, just going to grab out of those
Yeah,
jabs on shield.
You think ZB isn't mashing the special button out of that with how many times he grabs people in the rock out of grab? ZB was probably trying to get the grab himself.
Soul pushing ZB off the stage, but ZB back in it. Oh, is this going to be it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
All you got to do is grab them and just let yourself fall, and it will auto forward throw. So once you get grabbed there, it's done. It feels bad, I'm not going to lie.
All right. It is Soul's counter pick. Like you say, he's probably going to choose a big stage here. Maybe something like Fire Capital? Yes, we're going to Fire Capital.
Yeah, this is... I'm surprised it wasn't banned. Well, no, I'm not surprised it wasn't banned, because EB loves this stage, but this is a very good fleet stage. I feel like it's... You doubly don't want to go to a big stage, because one, Crag's good on... Or small stage, sorry. You doubly don't want to go to a small stage if you're Mystery Soul, because A, Crag is good on small stages, and B, ZB is good on small stages. So...
Yo, ZB's recovery there was pretty damn good, just weaving around all of Mystery Soul's attempts to deal with her off stage. Just in general, like, look at these wall attacks. Like, he's just not dying. Like, I'm sure what Mystery Soul's doing would just kill a lot of Crags in these situations, but ZB just knows what to do.
Oh, no.
Oh, he made it back. He made it back.
Yeah,
and ZB's now up his top.
Yeah, Soul accidentally wasted their jump there. Yeah, so these arrows are not actually too big of a deal for Crag, because you're always going to be next to the wall anyway, and you're probably going to have the pillar underneath you. So I would like to see if Soul does something different against Crag to deal with it.
ZB playing a very passive game, going to the corners, going to the platforms, not wanting to deal with Soul center stage, which is fine. I think on Fire Capital, you can afford to play a little bit more of a circly camping game than one where you have to engage in the scraps over and over.
Yeah, as good as Mystery Soul is, there is one factor that we all kind of forget. Cake and ZB are pretty close, and Cake plays Fleet, and is very good at Fleet, so ZB has a lot of Fleet experience.
Yeah, that makes sense, and I don't know, I'm not really sure what Mystery Soul's Crag experience is. I don't really know who's...
Locally, I don't know if you played AZ that much. I think it would pretty much just be Eonology, even if they've played. I don't even know if they played. Oh, we got a shield break. That should be it.
You love to see it. I love a good shield break.
Yeah, shield breaks are always hype. Rivals 2 to shield break's so interesting because it's not like the daze thing that Smash does. Like, if you land, you can just attack in your back.
Yeah. It's a little more analogous to parry stun than like a melee shield break, I think.
I'm not really sure what happened there. I looked away for a second, and then ZB died, so we're even last stock.
Sometimes death takes us by surprise.
It's probably the saddest thing you said on comms. Up tilt, turn around, up tilt, for some reason being a true combo. It's really weird putting a pillar below the plat, then ending up on the plat.
Well, we got the bear strings into the fair off stage. Soul's still pretty close to stage. I managed to reverse the situation. He's gonna try to babysit here a bit.
Yeah, this. Oh no! If
That
they just grabbed ledge, it should have been it.
There's always that factor of second guessing yourself grabbing ledge until you're really comfortable with the situations.
Yeah, hesitation is always a terrible thing to be doing.
You know, sometimes you're bitten by experience where you grab the ledge where you think you got it, and then they end up on stage and the situation gets reversed on you.
Oh my gosh, that's so much damage, but still on stage. Didn't really get anything more out of that.
Okay, this is Soul's game to take. Let's see if they can convert here, or if ZB's gonna find a way to reverse, because ZB just does survive, keeps surviving over and over.
Yeah.
Oh, why would he pull rock
the rock
there?
I don't know if they even meant it. They probably tried to drop through and grab the neutral grab. Oh my
yeah, I can
gosh!
see it.
And that kills.
Wow. I am very surprised. And ZB's going to go up 2-0 with that. That was a nail-biter for game 2.
Now you're looking at that SD at the beginning of the game. It was like, man, if I didn't SD, that would have been my game.
Yeah, that's true. But also gives Soul a reason to be confident going to the next game. I simply don't have to SD this game, and I got it.
Yeah. Go right back to the same stage. I think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm interested as to what did ZB ban?
Probably the same 2 stages.
But what were those 2 stages?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that.
Yeah, because I'm interested to know why ZB didn't ban this stage with how close it was. ZB probably just thinks he can win anyway.
Yeah. I mean, ZB's game plan here seems fine.
Yeah.
Like, you have enough options out of the corner where Soul does have to make a bit of a read to really put the pressure on.
That does so much damage when you get caught in the tornado. It feels really bad when you get hit by that, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. Just running up and grabbing with this slow character. Amazing. I love it. Sometimes you have to do just the raw run-up approach because they're not going to expect it. Oh my god, so much damage on ZB right now. Soul taking this punish and pushing it so far, but until it's a kill, it doesn't actually matter. I think this is something you learn with a lot of like floaties or heavyweights in other games. Like, winning the neutral interaction doesn't mean that much if you don't actually convert it, but there is the conversion. We're going to take that first stock. Soul with a lead. Ooh, playing in a risky ledge game here, and ZB going to capitalize. We're going to get a kill here. 104 is probably enough for Crack to find something strong. Oh, going for a parry. A little surprising there. Trying to parry the arrow, I guess.
One thing Soul does complain about with Fleet is that it's kind of difficult to remember when you need more fruit. So Soul has lost quite a few stocks by just being like, oh, I guess I need to eat a fruit now, and then you're dead. Like that animation right there, you just kind of get stuck into.
Gotcha. Yeah, resource management I think is historically a bigger part of Rivals than Melee, for example.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I feel like Melee top characters tend to be a little more like simple in design.
Yeah.
There's obviously exceptions. You have the weird Yoshi and, you know, characters like that. But for the most part, they're still like more simple in general.
Yeah, the only real resource management you have besides percents is like you have some charge neutral Bs, for example. But
and needing to remember when like DK's charge punch for some reason goes away when he gets hit out of up B and dumb stuff like that.
Gotta love the jank.
It wouldn't be Melee without the jank. It's kind of like how it wouldn't be Rival Swan without the controller. I mean, I think it's true.
A lot of people say that. I just so vehemently disagree. But anyway, Mystery Soul getting the edge guard here, going up 3 stocks to 1. This is a big leap for Mystery Soul after the first 2 games. Great momentum shift. And keeps it going because this is going to be a 3 stock. Look at this. Mystery Soul has the reads. Oh, we got the up air off the top. Classic. Trying to cover low. Oh, going down there.
That is risky to do.
Oh no, it's 1 stock apiece now.
Yeah, that was 0%. Just got really greedy. You didn't need to do that, especially when you're down two games to none.
All we established last game was that he didn't need to SD.
Yeah, which to be fair, that wasn't really an SD. It was just you were too greedy, and ZB capitalized.
Oh, this Rock putting in some work. Oh, but ZB grabs Rock. Gonna get comboed a bit. No, he's breaking out.
Considering how heavy Crag is, Crag basically is in the lead now.
Oh, that combos through the shards. Damn. Oh my lord, oh my lord. This is looking bad for Soul. Okay, can Soul convert this? Can Soul bring this to game 4? Nice nair.
I think no pillar.
Oh,
yeah, there
nice
you go.
Spike. That's gonna be 2-1. Gonna game 4. We have ZB's counter pick. Probably a much smaller stage.
Probably. Let's see what they ban. Tempest, yeah, makes sense. Tempest and Rockwall, those two make sense.
Yeah, maybe go to Forest.
Yeah. But Soul likes Forest, so Soul doesn't mind this stage.
Interesting. I mean, you know, these things are matchup dependent. Like, what stage your character might like in most matchups may not be the one you like in a specific matchup, right?
That is true.
And versus Crag, I mean, Crag just wants to dominate the space if he can.
I think what Soul looks for more in a stage is less like size. Well, I mean, size is part of it, but less so size and more so horizontal, like plat layout.
Does this plat layout benefit Fleet?
I think so. Having a more horizontal layout is pretty good for Fleet.
Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, you're chilling. But Soul gonna get some damage here. Gonna try to push this ledge trap over and over.
Yeah, Soul needs to figure out what to do when ZB's on pillar.
Ooh.
Oh no, still alive.
It's a classic combo. I feel so much less scared when ZB just throws himself off stage than when Mr. Soul does. Like, it seems like it doesn't really matter when ZB just throws himself off stage.
I feel less scared when Crag in general just throws himself off stage.
Yeah, exactly. Up air, not gonna kill quite. Oh, that is gonna kill.
Did.
No
I
Galaxy,
think if you DI in front of Crag, you don't die there, but...
Is Galaxy a reliable indicator in this game like in Rivals 1? Like, do you get that animation?
It seems to be pretty reliable now. Throughout the beta, it... Oh, no. Still
it's
alive.
Not gonna kill yet. Oh, sending him high. That's going to be good for ZB. Gonna get him back to stage there. Gonna fair from the ledge. Oh, take the momentum back. This is 3 stocks to 1. This is looking rough.
Yeah, this might be the end of...
Oh,
my, just did it. All right, so Soul's going down in losers now. Not the end of the bracket run, but 3-1. Could have been a little bit closer if they didn't have that 1 SD, but ZB seemed to be mostly in control for, I think, most of that set.
Yeah, well played from both of them. I mean, it was definitely exciting to see a lot of offstage play that matchup, but I think overall those interactions just ended up favoring ZB, and ZB doing a great job coming back from ledge. ZB doing a great job breaking out of combos. He's going to move on to winners finals, where he's going to fight the winner of our next set, which is Cake and Bio. I think we are going to get that now.
I love this. This is like a classic, but in a new game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Cake is the favored one here. Cake is the #1 seed, but Bio's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about the character picks here. Like, it wouldn't shock me if Bio didn't go Raster given the changes. It sounds like other Raster mains are also feeling the same way, where he's a little bit awkward now. Because he's just gonna be in his base form more often, and like, you don't really want to be playing Raster in his base form ideally, you know? He's a little slow. He's still got a lot going for him, don't get me wrong. He's got great aerials, he's got kill moves in the air, he's got a lot of jumps to work with, he's got a lot of aerial drift, but the raw speed is a little lacking. And so we're gonna have to see if Bio keeps going with the main, or tries the Crag, or tries something else. Cake's gonna stick with the Fleet. I don't think I've ever seen Cake play any character besides Fleet in this game.
Yeah, there's no reason to do anything else. But who knows? We could be wrong, and that's always fun when we're wrong.
Forsburn's been announced.
What I love is when people, like, after an event happens, and they're like, and this rarely happens, because usually I see things pretty accurate. I talk to a lot of different people, see how things are going on. So my seeding generally ends up being pretty true to what ends up happening at the end of the bracket. But every once in a while, someone will have, like, an upset or something and be like, I told you I should have been seeded higher. I'm like, thank you. You proved me wrong. Like, as a TO, I love it when people prove my seeding wrong, because it's hype.
People should not complain about their seeds. And I'm pointing the finger at myself a bit. Definitely, like, in years past, I have been a seed complainer, but I'm a reformed man. You know.
You've seeded me too low. I've literally never participated in your tournaments, just by the way.
Okay. That's why I run round robin pools, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I never complain about my seed, but I'm just a unique case when it comes to Rivals in general, so my perfect place to be when it comes to Rivals is that if you want to be a top player in Rivals, you have to spend, in any competitive game, you have to spend a lot of time, and I really mean a lot of time, getting good, and you can't stop. You have to keep playing. So you gotta, like, commit to the grind for that. I don't really want to do that. Like, I'm kind of here just to have fun and play out. I just want to be competitive enough to put pressure on people, but also
this guy having fun in his competitive game.
Yeah, how dare I?
What a loser.
But it's even more fun when you're competitive enough to put pressure on people, but no one really expects you to win, so you have no pressure on you. So then I'm allowed. Oh, we got Rano.
Okay, cool. I'm hyped for this. I think Rano is one of my aesthetically favorite characters in Rivals 2.
I disagree.
Really?
I hate Rano.
Aesthetically?
I can't help but see Sheik.
I like Sheik too, so
I'm so biased because I don't like Sheik and I hated Rano Rivals 1. So.
Oh, we're just getting into it.
Yeah, so Bio is playing Rano, which Bio does have a Rano. Bio was playing against me yesterday, and the Rano feels like Rivals 1 Rano. So they're kind of just doing the same thing they've always done. To be fair, I do think Rano is one of the characters that changed probably the least between the two games.
I mean, I think one of the things I would think about the most in terms of the change from Rano is that you have to worry about not being able to hit fall your rising aerials on shield a bit more than in Rivals 1, where that's not a thing.
Really, I think the biggest change, and this is true for like every character, is just no drift BI changes so many things. That's fair. But in Rano's case, I don't think it really changes too much when it comes to like edge guards and stuff. I think that's more or less the same. But Cake draws first blood, takes the first stock. It's not looking too bad for Bio, 100% on the fleet.
Yeah, Bio playing pretty passive here, just controlling center stage, waiting for his opening. You'd love to see it. Yeah, just charging these needles, keeping cool. Just keeping a cool head, not doing any big commitments, as I say that he could put out an F-strong, but, you know. Okay, Cake finding a big combo here.
There you go. Classic Rano, down tilt forward air.
It seems that with both of the playstyles, we're going to be seeing a lot of patient neutral over the course of this set. I mean, generally when I see Keikosoft play, I see a lot of sort of floating in the corner, sort of aerial dash dancing, so to speak. Waiting for a good opportunities to land and retake to the skies. It looks like from Bio we see a lot of center stage control, looking to charge needles, looking to make space. Ooh, Bio trying to go for a dash dance, but Keikosoft just calling it out. That side B was a bit of a commitment. Yeah, Bio
Fleet has so many, like, their disjointed moves are more disjointed than they look to me. Like, they hit you from really far away, and it's like, you really can't contest most of what Fleet is doing. Alright, Cake takes second stock. Cake has been just one step ahead of Bio pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, getting used to how the hitboxes differ from the actual animations is definitely part of the grind, for better or for worse, in pretty much all these fighting games.
Yeah, it's extra frustrating dealing with, like, float shenanigans when they have these big hitboxes with the float. And they don't have to really commit to anything, because if it doesn't hit, they just float back. It doesn't really matter.
Have you ever, like, grinded friendlies with hitbox display turned on? It changes the game. Like, it really changes the game. Like, if you're playing Melee and you have hitbox display on, suddenly you never miss an edge guard on Fox ever. Like, you hit Fox every single time he's doing his up B. You never miss it.
Yeah, I've done that a few times, and every time that happened, people still are like, down smash is stupid. That's been my only takeaway, which is fair, is that her hitboxes in Rivals 1 were really dumb. Oh my, that almost killed.
Yes. I like a little stupidity on my characters. Everyone needs a bit of spice.
I love stupid hitboxes occasionally. They have to be funny hitboxes, though. If they're stupid in frustrating ways, oh, that should be it. If they're stupid in frustrating ways, it's a little different. But frustrating for me is not going to be the same frustrating for someone else, you know?
Right. You know,
all right, we're seeing the roster.
As long as there is counterplay, as long as there is interaction, you know, there's something to work with there, I think. But who am I to talk? I like 3.02 more than 3.5, so.
All right. Opinions invalid on everything ever again.
I love 3.02, dude. That game was great. All right, the roster is coming out, and we're going to see how Bio deals with these changes.
Yep, I don't mind trying the Rano game 1. Like I said, I always like seeing an experiment game 1, and if it doesn't work, you can go your tried and true main. It's better than going down 2-0 and being like, all right, well, I'm going to lose anyway. Might as well try a different character, you know? It's just a worse mindset to be in.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Raster's big change this patch is that Slipstream does not activate on whiff, which is a huge change from, like, the last 8 to 9 years of Rivals of Aether.
Yeah, one of the things to look to, I don't think Cake's really going to be utilizing it too much because Fleet just likes to float and kind of approach neutral that way, but you can CC like most of what Raster does. It's really like you can F-tilt will break CC. I can't remember any other moves that break CC. Like it can be that bad if someone's really abusing CC, so it's pretty much look for F-tilt and grab from Raster. But I don't think Cake's really holding down that much, so it doesn't seem to be too much of a deal yet.
Ooh,
oh,
nice
I was waiting for it to pop and then kill Cake too. Also, we've been staring at it for a while, but like, the animations in this game are so clean. This game just looks really good.
Ooh, these flow combos off stage. Raster jumping out of there, not getting pushed all the way to the side. Fairly close game right now, but Cake is in control. It's definitely interesting seeing just a much more aerial combat-based game overall.
Do you know if Slipstream activates on shield? It should,
Yes,
right?
yes,
okay,
it does.
Good.
It would probably be too weak if it didn't activate on shield.
Yeah, I'm indifferent personally. Slipstream has never been a part of Raster that bothered me, but I do think Raster is stronger in this game than he was in the first game, which is saying something.
I think so. I mean, before the Slipstream nerf, I felt like the universal mechanics of this game just benefited Raster's archetype a lot more, which is crazy given that Raster was probably one of the best characters in Rivals 1 to begin with. But Raster will have to adjust now that Slipstream has changed in this way. He's going to have to figure out the base form more.
Yeah, Raster's just kind of a, you got a fast aerial combo character. That's always going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, the fast is a little iffy right now, I think.
That's fair.
His aerial drift is very, very good. I mean, the main thing with Slipstream is that it just kind of didn't have counterplay before. Like, unless you were just all over Raster, they could just throw Slipstream the other direction and you just get it for free. And now there is a real interactive component to it.
Getting the timing right and parrying the bomb is harder than it looks. It's something that, like, a year from now, we're going to be like, you idiot, why can't you do that? It's going to be the standard thing, but right now, early on, is you got to know your timing for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, is this going to be the kill off the side?
Oh my gosh!
That was amazing. What a great hitbox.
Cake also had to be, like, holding forward because they were floating that way, because they were out of there. They were gone.
Whack. Just get out of there. But Cake will take that game. We're going to game 3. Bio looks like they're gonna stick with the bird.
Yeah, I do think the Raster is working a little better than the Rano. I'm surprised we're not. Well, no, I'm not too surprised we're not seeing the Krag. Cake has a lot of Krag experience. Oh, we chose the funny stage. I don't like this. I hate this stage.
I definitely assumed the stage was not tournament legal.
No, it is. It is tournament legal, and I ban it. I don't even give. This is the new Tempest. You ban it so they don't pick it just in case.
This is wild. I feel like every platform fighter I've played has like this one stage that's basically universally hated but is legal anyway. I guess this is the stage for this game.
Oh, no, yeah, they're gone. Shout out to when Dan wanted to make a tournament legal walk-off.
Yo.
Genuinely,
Yo,
that he no, stop! Don't encourage him. We don't need this in our life.
Dan, we need this.
I feel like this stage is what happened out of that. I feel like everyone was like, "What is wrong with you, Dan?" No, he's like, "Fine, then I'll make it this stage instead."
So you're saying this stage came from a place of revenge and resentment?
Yeah, because we all know Dan is exactly that type of person, for sure. Yeah, this is not a stage I like, personally. I feel like if you have a character that needs to rely on like a sort of side B wall jump, you're going to ban the stage.
Yeah, I can see that. Which is a lot of characters.
Yeah, I immediately think Orcane, Lox, Clarin, kind of Zetter with the down special cancel a little bit, but not really. Just anything with that. I mean, I feel like Zetter's fine on the stage. You can up B so many different angles. I love the new indications when you're SDIing. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, you get little arrows when an SDI comes out.
Oh, that's subtle, but that's cool. I gotta pay attention to that.
So that way when someone says, "What the heck, I DI'd that," you're like, "No, you didn't, I saw it."
That's awesome.
Oh, this might just kill him? No, it's fine. This will kill any. No. Oh, yep. What do I know? Cake just had that whole stock.
All right, Cake's one stock away from moving on to winners finals. Let's see what Bio can do here. Oh, gets the slipstream in play. That's really good. But it's a little high in the air, so it's not going to benefit the ground game too much. Oof. Oh, that up B whiffs. Is going to be a big punish for Fleet. No, just getting the one hit. Bio getting some stuff on, going for the tornado, but getting stuffed by the arrow.
Ooh, ooh. Oh my! It saved Cake there. Can we get to a point where up air just outright kills? I feel like at this point, Bio's win condition is just the guy, like, play it safe until eventually you do that, I guess?
Yeah.
Up B out of shield is a good option.
And it's not quite as easy to land before as it used to be without the buffer. So
yeah.
Good timing for Bio there. 85% on Bio. They're going to play it a bit safe. That's the one nice thing about Raster. You can actually like approach with these aerials and fade back, so you can still stay safe with them. Because the drift is really good. Finding an opening with the fair, with the arrow. Okay. They can return to safety, going for that back air, barely whiffing. Oh, that ledge special is a bit of a commitment. Getting these pokes, but not able to convert. Nice parry on the tornado, getting some iframes to work with. Getting a few hits. Yo, yo.
Bio needs to do something here. You have to take this stock. Uh-oh, bad spot.
Uh-oh.
Terrible spot. No jumps, no recovery. This might just be it.
This is the
I don't.
rinse
Can
and
you even get it back there? No, you can take
That
it
tornado's
back.
crazy. Okay,
Still
but that
doesn't matter though. 3-0 for Cake Assault over Bio.
Good games. Well played from Bio. It was cool seeing both characters come out. They'll be hanging out on losers, so we'll be seeing more of them soon. Winners finals is going to be
Our
Cake
top 2 seeds.
versus ZB.
Who could ever see that? Who could foresee this?
I, for one, did not predict such a thing.
Yeah, no, that never. To be fair, I did think that Mystery Soul could upset someone because Mystery Soul is. Mystery Soul's really good at this game. They picked up Fleet, and it was one of those things where it's like, this is the perfect character for this person. They just kind of understand the game.
I get you. I get you. Well, we'll be seeing.
Oh,
winners
this is interesting. In loser side, Bio versus Elkies, 2 very close friends. They're both housing at my place.
Oh, okay.
So they've been
grinding with
playing.
each other
Yeah,
a
they've been
bit.
playing. So we should be seeing like some 5-time adaptations.
That's cool. And Gengar just finished playing against one fleet and is now going to be playing against another fleet. So he's warmed up for this
they're
matchup.
getting the Fleet grind. Gengar doesn't mind that. Gengar likes Fleet.
Okay.
The Clarion, like I said, the Clarion matchup seems fine.
Yeah, it seemed
So-
like he was doing a pretty good job controlling that.
Yeah. They definitely have a good amount of experience. They play Sawstep a lot. So Sawstep, as we saw, is a pretty good fleet. So Soul, this is the dude in the blonde hair. We love him. Gengar's also like one of the chillest dudes I've ever met. Like, I actually love what's been going on at the PDX rival scene because a lot of our players are like ultimate refugees at this point. Where they're like, we played Ultimate for so long, man, this game sucks, I hate it competitively, and now they're playing Rivals too.
That makes sense. The
So-
Ultimate to Rivals pipeline is real.
It
It's
is
been
very
real for a
real.
long time. There was a huge movement during COVID from Ultimate to Rivals. A lot of Ultimate players came over at that point. Now at Rivals 2, I think a lot more are going to come over.
These are both Ultimate refugees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soul is also really looking forward to Lorena when that character comes out. Do you know about that character?
I don't know.
They're the one that won the workshop contest was like a
Oh, the Ant something.
Yeah,
Not the
the
Ant
one
Eater.
that is basically Incineroar.
Ant Wrestler? Is that?
Yeah, with command grabs galore.
Oh, so the character is an ant that wrestles.
Yes.
Okay. When I heard Ant Wrestler, I was thinking like Ant Eater, you know?
Oh, no,
Like
no.
an animal that wrestles ants. You know? Which
That
I wasn't
sounds
sure
like-
what animal that would be.
That sounds
but-
like the best insult for someone you just beat. You're just an ant. I'm an anteater. You're nothing. Oh, they're just out there.
I
They're
thought
just playing.
this
I thought-
was
Is this a
warm-ups.
warm-up?
It is
No, this is a
warm-ups.
warm-up. Okay.
Or it's the craziest neutral game I've ever seen.
No, I'm-
Layers upon layers.
Yeah. I am actually afraid of Lorena when they come out because Soul played Incineroar and Ultimate for years, and now you have a character that is very similar. It is that archetype. So, am I going to be more afraid of that than Fleet? I don't know.
We'll have to see. I mean, Incineroar in Ultimate and Incineroar in a game with melee style mechanics are going to be 2 different characters. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Also, hello to everybody in chat watching. We have 205 people watching right now.
Yo, that's awesome. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you for supporting Rivals 2.
Yeah, this has been a great event. I think honestly this has been the best event PDX Rivals has run. Which the previous high bar was Crest 1 because that was the vibe. We had all of AZ here. We had Blue and Bullets fighting the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to watch them fight. I tried to get them back out to, I think it was Ghost Town or some other reason. No, it was the most recent Crest. And I added both of them like Grudge Match Part 2. And Bullets' reply was saying nothing but just putting out a clip of Blue playing Apex and missing like 10 shots in a row. So we miss you guys.
That is top tier trash talk.
But Gengar has been no slouch. Gengar's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
This would be a huge upset if Gengar beat Mystery Soul.
It's going pretty even right now with a slight lead for Gengar. Gengar actually kind of in control. Looks like he does really understand this matchup so far. Knows how to
Yeah.
control the center stage.
I'm really interested in who he played in Ultimate and like what matchups he played, because that could definitely have helped.
I do get the impression that a lot of Fleet's game plan involves either baiting someone into the air or spacing with these aerials that land. And Claren's not going for a lot of super committal jumps, and Claren also has a big sword herself. So it seems like a pretty good toolkit for dealing with this game plan. And first stock goes to Gengar.
Yeah.
He's kill confirmed, looking good. Okay, but Mr. Solon goes for not the strong we wanted.
Even if Gengar doesn't win the set, is it safe to say this is kind of like Gengar's like breakout tournament?
Absolutely.
All right, you gotta not hold in there though. You're gonna get hit with a million up smashes if you do that.
I mean, really, it's a breakout for both Gengar and Sawstep here.
Yeah, for sure. Sawstep, pretty darn good at the game. Like I said, the top three at our monthlies have been like Sawstep, Gengar, and Enology. If Hayes hasn't been there. Hayes has been our de facto #1, but people are on the come up. They've been doing real good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new game for everyone. We're all learning something new every day, and we're going to expect to see the metagame change a lot as the weeks progress, especially as the patches change as well. Wow, it's such an even game. They're just going back and forth.
You know, maybe Gengar knew something. Maybe this was not a bad matchup. I mean, I don't think anyone said it was a bad matchup, but...
I mean, we're seeing the same thing from the matchup
nasty.
with Sawstep, where Mystery Soul is not really finding a great way to deal with his uppy off stage, and so Gengar is just kind of getting back over and over again.
Yeah, this no jump, that should be it. Yeah. Soul just saying, nah. You don't get that lead.
Oh, what a bait. Jumping above the platform, dropping back through the platform, and then going for an up tilt after the shield drops, or the shield releases. Oh, we got juggles. Gengar's control pretty strong here. Mr. Soul going for an approach from the skies. Ooh, trying to get some shield pressure. That's not safe.
I know you guys can't hear this on the stream, but I love hearing every single swing coming through the speakers. You feel that bass, like you're in lightsabers behind you the whole time.
Yeah, mostly from Claren. We're hearing the Claren swings over and over again.
No jump. All right, got back to ledge. This is a much closer game than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't get the sweet spot on that.
Wow, this is actually dead even. Like, at this point, it's just going to come down to who gets the kill confirm first. Like, they're just poking over and over again. They're both pretty much at a percent where they can make something happen.
Purple still alive somehow.
Are we going to get a ledge trap?
Oh no, it didn't
Grab
get the
wrong
turnaround
direction.
grab.
Mystery Soul, this is your chance. But the up B, too powerful. We're going to down tilt out of the corner.
And that run by back air, knowing that we're going to go for the grab. Gengar is just very good at... Oh, this could just be it. No.
Great
no
air
jump.
control from Mystery Soul, though. He's getting around the kill hitboxes.
This
oh,
could be...
oh no! Okay, force field gone. Arrow's back in play. Tornado's back in play. Yo, that Nair to stuff out before the sword even comes out.
That should be it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, what? What an end to that game.
But if you're Gengar, that's still, like, it's doable, right?
Absolutely.
You've been hearing and seeing all weekend that Soul is very good at the game, and now you're going toe-to-toe with him. Or it could be a Mystery Soul is going to wake up and run over you, which I hope it doesn't turn into that.
I mean,
you want to see a close set.
It looks like they're both playing pretty hard right now. Like, the scrapping is pretty intense between these two. We're going back to the same stage. They're both running right to center. They're both getting right into it. Ooh, we're flubbing a little bit.
You kind of love to see it when a set is really close and you start seeing players flub, because you know they're each putting so much pressure on each other that they're just freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it feels like this game is going the same way as the last one, where like the last one I felt like was Gengar's game to lose.
Yeah, I do kind of agree with that. I mean, so far Gengar has quite a lead now. He's winning more of these neutral interactions. Mystery Soul just started to bring it back slowly over the course of the last game, and Gengar's punches started getting weaker and weaker over the course of the game as well.
Yeah, as I've noticed, Gengar likes to confirm most things into F Smash, and when that confirm isn't there anymore, they don't...
Oh!
Speaking of, they kind of just rely on doing something like that, where when you get a good read, it's cool, but if you don't, they just live. You
Yeah,
know?
right there he confirms staring at the opponent down smash. So.
I love to do that. I want to stare you in the eyes a little bit before I down smash. You know what? I should do that in person. Charging my up smash, down smash, just stare at them.
Oh, good parry. Okay, parry does not grab those there.
These same, like, held that for just so long, you gotta refresh. Either go left dash or just grab it again. You gotta do something. Late up B is so much more difficult to deal with than it looks because it's huge. Like, there's so much disjoint. And the second hit of it is really strong and can reverse it.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I want to get reverse by recovery and whatever.
That is just straight up. That is a really good guard and you'll badly get by it. Also, without him being able to up B wall jump, Clarence counter like spike is nasty now. They just die.
That makes sense. Speaking of dying.
Yeah.
Maybe drop that stock there just too slow.
What the heck? We lead the game again.
And I have a feeling we're going to see some slow stock the last one. Lots of back and forth, lots of tiny T2s, 3 here and there. High distance where eventually one of them, by sheer force, knows what it's about.
Yeah, so this is going to play players that don't tell people without giving us an idea of like how they play or who. But I'm telling like, hey, here's a player who you definitely can't take seriously by bracket. Ganger's one of those players.
There's some kind of running away with the new thing here. Gets 70%. But if he comes back to overall, let's see what he can do.
What I've noticed Ganger is really good at is just doing the sorting thing of we're going to be here, placing my sword right here, but doing it in a safe, non-committal way.
Yeah, that's smart. Good sorties there for sure. I mean, those moves can get you in the middle if you are sort of careless with them. You choose your spots. And you're not having a good time.
Yeah. Oh, no jump.
Mr. Self favorite, but it's pretty close, all things considered. It's always going to get back. These back airs coming just Mr. Self clutching up both games.
Yeah, these games have both been close, but Ganger just hasn't been able to get that last stock.
Turn this phone going on the audio on the stream.
Yeah, we'll have that.
Back and forth on stage. I guess my character plays this stage a lot. It's nice and straightforward. Kind of like it's used to.
So we played every single game on this one stage. I like how, so as we were playing Rivals 2 in pools, it has been, hey, you want to go to CS2? That's been the new merchants, just I want to go to CS2.
Yeah.
And it's nobody, I don't even know what the name of the stage is. It's like, just called the CS2. Where's your becoming trust? I got you, chat.
Why do these two have so many stock losses? Like,
I don't know. They've
been
been
the entire time.
You know, the real difference that I've seen has been just like top player, I'm going to clutch it out. Like, not panicking, I'm going to do the right thing. And like, Sola is a pretty clutch player. We've seen it time and time again.
Oh, nice arrow from one corner. Pushing Ganger all the way off stage. You're going to get an edge guard. Looking for a back air. Since it was a little too weak there.
No jump, no air dodge. Yeah, not a whole lot you could have done there. But 122%. Ganger, I think Ganger, if they just get a few more kill confirms instead of the 1-2 they've been relying on so much, that's like the real big change that will push the next limit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the two they really rely on, like the big one they rely on is grab, special pummel, turn around, throw, and then F smash. Really good because like if you miss that pummel, it's almost just true. It's so hard to DI out of. And it works at a lot of percents.
worse. Once you sort of identify your opponent's main go-tos, you just start working on avoiding that. It's so much harder for you to do. That's a big part of the adaptation of fighting games, I think. Platform games especially. Because right now, what does your opponent think of as a win condition, and working around that? And maybe the character has more win conditions, but does the player?
Alright, Soul has been kind of off stage for the last, I don't know how long. That didn't tip her. Ganger kind of needed that.
So even.
Yeah, no,
so
this
even.
is a really, really good set. Oh, it saved him! What an amazing tech read into a you got screwed by your own character.
Yeah. Much off of them. Just gonna poke the lead off over and over. What are we gonna get off? How are you gonna kill? How are you gonna kill?
Oh, it's running the straight shield. Yeah, they're kind of needing the grab that's what they're fishing for. There's the grab. There you go. Nice. Tattoos on the platform is what they needed, but 160%. This stock's probably just gonna go away like immediately.
Yeah, I have a feeling about that.
Yeah. This has to stop happening.
Well, once again, we are last stock, but incredibly close game.
But this last stock the Ganger can give.
Okay, Ganger's gonna have to figure out a way to take these set going. But I will say, if Soul does take this will truly be the closest 3-0 of all time. I mean, meme about close 3-0s is actually incredibly close. There's 3 games. But big percent lead from Ganger right here. Keep going. Oh my god, let's go. We're going to game 4.
Ganger got a game.
On the board.
After being so close.
Numerous times over. And so now we might see a different stage. Yeah, we're going to Fire Capital. Not the fastest character, doesn't have super non-committal jumps to work with. Really reliant on just spacing out with that sword, so Fleet's going to be taking to the airs more. Or so I would think. I mean, right now they're scrapping.
Okay, audio just got fixed. I'm hearing from the chat. We good?
Let's go.
Sick. All right, so this is a stage I would have banned immediately if I was Ganger. Like, straight up. This is generally regarded as Clarence 4 stage. It's very big. If they want to commit to going to those top flats, they have all this space to run away from Clarence. Clarence doesn't have a projectile to slow them down. It becomes a much more difficult game. And this is also just an insanely good Fleet stage. So, I don't know what they banned. I would have liked to see that.
Oh, well, we got a force field in the center of the stage, but yeah, just there's so much of the stage not covered by the force field.
Yeah,
Fire Capital's huge. We're gonna kill off the top somehow. Fleet very good at surviving if they get in the air without being in hit stun. Like they have that downward arrow spike that the opponent has to, you know, sort of work around, as well as the float. It's pretty hard to like convert that situation.
Yeah, but this is definitely going to be an uphill battle. You got that game, but you got to win on 2 of Soul's counter picks. And one of them's Fire Capital. It's not impossible, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I mean, Gengar does have quite a lead right now. Oh, that's the conversion!
Nice.
Now it's a stock lead. I mean, Fire Capital does mean that the start of the stock is going to be less volatile than the other stage. So when you have those iframes at the very beginning of a stock, that introduces a lot of volatility you don't usually have in the game, and sometimes you'll just see the immediate stock reversal as a result of that. So right now, Gengar just holding onto this stock, something that, I mean, the last couple of games, we just saw these stocks go back and forth in these situations. Like, they would be whittling each other up to high percents, and then immediately both stocks would go. Right now, Gengar was living a long time, but Fleet gonna find that conversion. Mystery Soul ties things up, 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, if you're Gengar and you take the next stock, you have to get extra percent. You can't be trading stocks like this. Like, Soul is too good of a player to let the game be that close.
Oh, landing on stage a little risky. I mean, you got your end lag there. Mystery Soul gonna take advantage of that. Oh, missing that. Ends up in the corner. That's where Gengar wants you. Nice combos from Mystery Soul, just pushing off Gengar over and over again. Ooh, is that gonna be it? Pushing him too low.
Yeah,
wow!
too low.
Just barely too low.
Soul's basically done the standard up B movement. Soul loves doing that. Soul basically took no percent that stock.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
now
that
it's
was-
looking scary.
That's one of the strongest stocks this whole set so far.
Yeah.
That might be the decider, to
Yeah,
be
that,
honest.
that might seal it. The games have been too close. So there's a lot of work you got to put in for Gengar.
But Gengar looking to put in that work. Just playing safe, getting the pokes when they can.
Yeah, I do like how Gengar isn't playing like in a panic, I need to get in, I need to take the stock now mode. But no jump, this might be it. Nope, doesn't capitalize and now has stage control. Yeah, Gengar seems, oh,
Yeah,
still alive, good DI.
Gengar tried to commit to kill Fleet in the air there, but Fleet just has too many mix-ups in that situation.
I've noticed Gengar is just really comfortable just playing just outside of Fleet's range and not needing to run into it, not needing to care, just playing patiently. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, he's not getting hit by anything too strong right now. He's controlling center, keeping Fleet in the corner, going for this rinse repeat ledge dash. Yeah, look at this. Is that going to be the kill? Not quite.
Terrible DI, but still lived.
Okay, we got the force field.
I love that the voice line's just no more fun. Everyone called it the no fun zone in Rivals 1 anyway. Oh, now running into it a little bit. Still has a jump, but they're real far out. This is going to be rough. Missed the back air, but that should do it anyway.
That was a solid 2-stock. Misty Soul taking the set.
All
Great
right,
stuff.
so-
Gengar looking really good this top 8,
Yeah,
honestly.
5th place, that's a really good placing for someone that like didn't exist in Rivals 1 at all
Yeah,
and just kind of came out of nowhere. That's
great stuff.
I'm down with this. I'm
So,
down with this. I
Great
love
stuff, Gengar. Misty Soul will be moving on to loser semis, where they will fight the winner of our next set, Elkies versus BioBurb. Maple coming out from Elkies, either Rano or Bird coming out from BioBurb.
it. Yeah, this is going to be pretty solid. They've played each other so much, they know what's going to happen.
Do you get a sense of who's favored based on what you've seen between the two?
I don't want to say either. Honestly, I've seeded Elkies higher because Elkies has been more active. Actually, did I seed Elkies higher? I don't even know. What are the seeds?
I mean,
it could go either way. I honestly have no idea who would win here.
do you know who Elkies lost to?
I can look.
That would be dope.
That would be pretty cool to know that.
be very neat.
I
quite
know
nifty.
they beat me to get in the top 8.
Okay.
That was their top 8 qualifier, so they lost to ZB.
Okay.
3-2 against ZB.
Okay.
So, yeah,
3-2. So taking ZB to game 5 is a quite the
respect.
feat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hard to do. All right, so we got Elkies on the right, Bio on the left, and wait, how many times have we seen this? How many times have we seen these two players playing?
Yeah, this one, like many other Rivals matchups, quite a classic at this point.
I love it. You gotta love it.
I'm definitely curious to see what character pick we get from Bio.
I would imagine Raster.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Bio is playing in friendlies versus Elkies?
So Bio has been playing a bunch of characters in friendlies. Bio has been playing Raster, Crag, Rano, Fleet, like pretty much the whole cast. Locks. I did Locks Dittos with Bio for like an hour last night.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Locks Dittos are really fun. They're really dumb. They I think they're contesting Crag for the best Ditto in the game as far as sheer stupid level goes.
Okay.
But this was also like late night Rivals. You know, when you've been playing friendlies for a bit, it's the end of the day, you're both tired and probably shouldn't even be playing the game to begin with. So that does literally nothing for Bio in preparation for top 8 today.
Hey, it builds fundamentals, man.
I don't know if
Builds fundies.
I don't know if mashing
That's a-
locks side B at each other is
Lock
building
side
fundies.
Bs is one of the fundamentals of the matchup. I mean,
All right,
okay, Bird
warming
is
up.
coming out.
We will be seeing the Raster versus the Maple.
What are we doing?
Versus mode.
Controller reset?
Good question.
Looks like we have issues. Controller issues. Someone is not in control. Yo, shout out to the
I think
poop
they're
tag.
I think they're taking their tags. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bio played around the slipstream nerf pretty well versus Cake. Like, it did seem like they were overall still pretty in control. It did seem like they were sending out a few slipstreams that didn't quite make sense, that would have made sense in the previous patch, but overall it seems that they've adapted pretty well to it. They know what to expect.
Oh yeah, this is the weird keyboard thing where they have to rebind their controls every once in a while because the game just kind of decides no.
Okay.
But like once you rebind it, it's fine. Bio having to be a disgusting keyboard player. Ugh.
Ew, keyboard.
Gross. Let's see if we get sticky keys.
That sticky keys moment will go down in history as one of the
Which
of the moments
one?
in Rivals history of all time.
Which one?
I think I've only seen the one at. It was a super major. I don't remember which one it was.
All right, I think we're good to start now.
Okay.
They put it in the tourney mode. We're gonna be going.
Extremely cool.
All right, where are you going? Where do they want to start? Are we going to Merchant? I'm gonna guess Merchant. It's either Merchant or PS2. Oh, we're going to PS2.
It's
I was wrong.
always PS2.
Why did I not guess PS2?
It's always PS2.
Like we've gone to PS2 pretty much every set I've seen the whole tournament. It's a good stage.
It's
to be fair.
always PS2 unless the commentator guesses it. In which case, the
You're
universe
right.
says the commentator is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just how it works. It's very sad.
Things are only good if we're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever think of the commentator? Like, come on. Truly one of the most oppressed people.
Yeah, so here we are on PS2, based on Pokemon Stadium 2 from previous games. Very similar stage layout. The platforms are wider, and they're like closer to the lips.
Yeah, I love the stage. It feels right. Like, no matter what character you're playing, it just kind of feels good.
Okay, we got the mark on Raster. Oh, we got the parry on Lily, getting rid of the mark. Nicely done from Bio.
So, I played both these players quite a bit this weekend. My experience has been both of them do not let you play the game. To be fair, it doesn't help a whole lot because, like, you're playing locks as kind of part of, like, what's going to happen with locks. So, you know, but they're both very good at hitting buttons.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they both, once they get in your face, can be very, very aggressive and push these punches really far.
I wonder, does hitting Lily count as slipstream?
Oh, that is a good question. That's actually huge for this matchup if
Yeah.
that is the case. It means that Maple has to be really careful about where they put Lily. Because Raster with Slipstream and Raster without Slipstream, two different characters, honestly. Boom! Bada bing. They're out of there.
Especially if Lily is parried, does slipstream count? There's so many questions to have about Lily and slipstream now.
If Lily's parried, they're not a hurt box anymore at that point, right?
I don't even know that. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. I imagine they shouldn't be.
I would be surprised if it worked after parry, but before parry, there's a chance it works. I guess on that note, like, does it work if you like break rock with slipstream, or if you hit a rock with slipstream?
I imagine Rock would just eat slipstream, right?
But rock's kind of a weird. I don't know what kind of box it is.
Any intuitive thing I have to understand about Crag, it's going to be the other way.
True.
All right, Elkies is, I feel like, pretty much had the leg up the whole game. It hasn't been undoable for Bio, but hasn't been looking like it's been in their favor. Unless they take the stock. I just had to say something. Never mind, I take it back.
Okay, Bio making it back. Elki's trying to cover this edge guard, gets one hit, but not able to convert it. Oh, the
That
tornado off the top.
shouldn't
That has
kill.
barely any knockback at all, actually.
Yeah, no.
Dude,
Unless you're
what is
touching the
this
bus.
fair?
Yeah,
Wasn't Bio grounded? I'm so
yeah,
confused.
Bio got up from the ledge and got knocked up off stage while standing on stage.
That doesn't make sense.
I feel
I'm
like
here for it.
I
but
feel like you slide off if you get hit in that situation,
that's
which I don't like personally.
that's wild. Does that mean you can tech it potentially? I mean, like, what state are
It
you
didn't.
in? When
It
you're
didn't look
sliding
like they
off?
were in tumble. I don't know. We have so many questions.
Yeah.
Just a big clap on both Lily and the Maple. Going last stock.
Sometimes you gotta give him the clap. Alright, putting Lily center stage. Got Bio in the corner, but Bio fighting their way out. Oh, nice side B. Break out of the corner, just outspacing Raster barely.
Oh,
is that the kill?
Down throw into Lily and die.
Alright, Elky's going up, game 1 here.
Bio doing something off stream next to the computer. Sitting back down. All right. Probably just grab something out of their bag.
Sometimes you gotta stretch your legs, you know? Okay, this is
All right.
Bio's pick. Elky's gonna
If
ban
you're
Air Armada
Raster-
and Harbor.
For Raster, where do you go? Maybe a
Fire?
Tri-State? Maybe FD? Not FD,
Why not Fire
Battlefield?
Capital?
Yeah, Bio does like Fire Capital. But that's also a good Maple stage, so I don't want to give Maple all that room.
I feel like most characters don't want to give Maple all that room, but Raster can afford to do so.
I feel like if there are better stage picks, to pick the other ones first. Like, you haven't whittled it down that much yet.
That's fair. This stage on the smaller side will restrict Maple's movement a bit. Sometimes you get that top platform, which is going to be nice for Raster. Wow, dead even right now. We're going for a kind of a raw up strong there, going to get whiff punished. But so far it's just pokes back and forth. We don't really have huge combos coming out quite yet. Nice back kick coming from the ledge. I mean, that would be disadvantage.
Oh my gosh, I survived that. Wow.
Elky's was ready. You gotta be ready. Oh, okay.
Not
Clap
ready
off
for
top.
that clap. But this is Raster. Raster can die stupidly early.
Slipstream activating on shield does mean that there are situations where it's really difficult to react to Slipstream with anything other than shield, and so you're likely to land in those situations, it seems.
Yeah.
Like the way Bio was landing, like sort of close to Elky's, not quite in their face, but pretty close to Elky's and right there, and lands with the Slipstream. That's pretty hard to do with anything but shield. So Slipstream gonna activate. Seems fairly consistent in those situations.
Yeah, kind of around like the third spike of Crag down B range. That's really difficult to deal with Slipstream. But Bio has been in the lead for most of this game, so they've been pretty evenly matched. Like I said, I don't know who's gonna win here.
Ooh, 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 oh my god! Pushing Maple off stage, Maple making it back, Bio making it back, but now wrapped.
So we got Poppy in play. Yeah, it launches him back towards you. I haven't seen Elky's go for that too much this whole set. All bracket, really. It is a new mechanic, so take a little bit of time to remember that it even exists. I've seen that a lot when it comes to the special pummels, where people just like keep getting hit by the special pummel over and over and over because they just forget.
Yeah.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Yeah, the killer instinct mechanic is definitely something new that people gotta get used to a bit. Ooh, wow,
yep,
what an up B.
Yep. Trying to fall on Maple is such a risky thing to do.
Even stocks.
Even stocks, and Raster does die super early, so who knows who's going to win this. Got Poppy. God, Poppy is so terrifying.
Yeah, it does seem like a really good angle you can get off of it.
It's terrifying because it's on you, and they can just keep chucking those nuts at you as much as they want. Could be. Oh, no, up air.
Yeah. Up air, I guess I was expecting Value to DI it. Oh, the space shield pressure.
Ooh,
Ooh,
no up
ooh.
special. I think up special might have purple. Oh, just
Oh.
flubbing.
Bio wasn't in lag, but Elky's not ready to.
With
that
the
would've been
uppy
a
out
kill!
of shield.
That was such a close game, but we're 1-1 now. Okay, it's Elky's pick. I imagine we're going to go somewhere flattish. Let's see what bans we get from Bio here.
Yeah, you're going to want kind of a
No merchant
place where you
port.
can circle camp a little bit. I understand why they banned Merchant Port. I feel like it's a good stage, but yeah, well, they left this one open. So, yeah, this makes total sense if you're Elkies.
If you say so, I feel like these platforms are going to be really good for Raster, though.
Yeah, but I feel like they're much better for Elkies. Like, there's so many ways Maple can go. You can run away forever. Like, Bio does play platforms very good. And if you're going to be impatient, then you're just going to be baited into it over and over. But I think Elkies is more disciplined than that.
I guess the slipstream nerf definitely affects Raster's viability on this stage, because the slipstream is really a big part of what gives Raster a similar level of circle camping ability. And if they just can't get it out as consistently, then they're going to be held back a little bit. Okay, we got some pokes back and forth.
Nice,
off the
nice
top,
down tilt.
nice.
Missed the tech, and that was just a sweet confirm.
Are we going to get... Alright, Bio making it back. It's pretty... The uppy could have been something strong, but not quite working out.
Oh,
what a
my!
read!
The slow stand-up right into the big clap. Yeah, you can see Elky's just straight up holding down on all of Jab's, all of Raster's moves. If they don't F-tilt or grab, you just hit them.
Yeah, holding down definitely very strong in this game. I mean, it's been nerfed a bit over time, but still definitely something that's important to have in your arsenal.
Yeah, CC is really interesting because when it comes to Smash, there's like multiple ways to break CC and ways to play around it. And I don't think there's quite as near as many ways as there should be in Rivals 2 to play around it. And this is coming from someone who loves CC. Like, you know, coming over from a more melee and brawl, quote-unquote, canon. I love the CC. That's my whole mechanic. But there's so many ways to break it with like either multi-hits or not just like grabs, which a lot of times it feels like grab is almost your only option for CC in Rivals 2. So it's something they're still fine-tuning and kind of like working around to see how this works out.
At least it's more timing-based this game than some other previous games where you could just kind of passively hold down.
I mean, it might just be because I'm playing Lux, but I feel like I can just passively hold down and grab most of the time.
Well, so there's crouch canceling, there's floor hugging, right?
Yes, those are two different things.
And crouch canceling you could passively do. I think floor hugging requires you to time it
Yes,
now.
that does require time.
And in a lot of situations, the floor hug is the only thing you have access to because you have to actually crouch to crouch cancel, as far as I'm aware. Whereas floor hug is a bit more analogous to what we would call ASDI down in previous games.
Welcome to our podcast, their last talk. Game 3. This has been a really, really close game. Elky's had the lead just like 30 seconds ago. No longer has the lead.
But honestly, this lead could shift very quickly with just one big punish. I mean, ooh! Elky's in control now. I mean, you don't need a true combo if you can just keep them in the corner over and over. Like, corner pressure very strong in this game. A little less so on Fire Capital, but still. We got the tech
Good
chase.
wait, good patience. Maple's so fast, tech chasing is so terrifying when you're on the ground. Man, got there both the jab and Lily. No punish after that, though.
Oh, we're gonna get a clap? No, not quite.
There's,
Okay.
again, the up B out of shield. Lost both games to that now.
Such a strong option.
Yeah, it's an amazing option.
Being able to just kill out a shield in such a short amount of time.
He's like, no,
is
get
crazy.
off me. Go away. Get out of here. All right, so perhaps back to the same stage. I wouldn't be surprised if I see that. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Rock Wall. I think Rock Wall is probably the better option.
Yeah, I could see it.
Oh, unplugged.
Uh-oh.
Why unplugged?
Where's Elky's going?
Oh,
Getting
oh,
water.
okay.
Stay hydrated, folks. Actually, I'm going to drink some water, too.
Good point. Commentators reminding chat. Drink your water.
Now, that was some delicious water.
Nothing hits harder than when you've been doing commentary all weekend.
All right, here we are back on Fire Capital.
Yeah, so they did decide to run it back. I think I would have liked to see Rockwall a little bit more. Because this is definitely a good pick for Maple, but Rockwall is terrifying when you're playing Maple.
I mean, I think with the run backs, sometimes it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, it was a close game. I could have had that if just like 1-2 things changed.
Yeah, or even
so you already have the information, so why add new information, you know?
Or even if there's not that intellectual side, it could just be, you know, I'm in flow.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel the flow of the stage right now. I'm just going to keep going back.
Right now, I think Bio is in flow.
It's true. It's looking pretty strong for Bio right now. We had a great game 1 for Elkies, but Bio's really been bringing it back to the set. Let's see what Elkies can do to tie things up. Oh, we're going to be able to recover. Okay, no.
Too low.
So you can wall jump out of the side beat, but not the tornado, I guess.
Yes.
Word.
I feel like they would look at Raster and go, they have multiple jumps, tornado, and an up B? No, we're not letting him wall jump out of any of this.
I mean, they let Raster do literally everything in the Rivals.
Yeah. I'm one of the weird ones
of all time.
I'm one of the weird ones that has never had a problem with Raster.
Okay,
Please ignore that I
word.
mean Zetterburn. All right, so Bio is still in the lead. That was an interesting up B. Probably was supposed to be a slipstream.
Yeah, not ideal. We have the back throw, thrown him off stage. I do like the throw spikes. Like, Maple also has one. I think it's down throw for Maple.
Yeah, they're always amusing. They just look real interesting. That shouldn't kill that early, yeah. Or that low, I should say.
The DI felt a little sus, but they're okay.
I feel like there was no DI.
No DI is a form of DI, you know?
We still haven't seen any more Poppy. We've gotten a lot of grabs, but hasn't gone for the special pummel at all. That should... No, they're too low percent for that to really kill. There it is.
That clap can cover so much space there.
That's still such a situation to be in because the clap is so huge. It'll cover platforms that are... If it's not a big platform, you're just going to die.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the sort of Raster's benefits on this stage. Like, having a lot of platforms to go for these, like, platform tech chases where you have a kill move that covers a lot of options. Really strong.
Bio kind of looking in form again, not going to lie. Yeah, I was feeling that last night when I was playing friendlies with Bio. I was like, before I was playing friendlies, oh, geez, that should be it, no jump.
Okay,
so
we're one stock apiece.
For context, Bio played friendlies all day yesterday. We're in a huge retro convention with so much to see, and Doom and Bio stayed in the Rivals room all day, literally did nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, this
And Friday.
This might have been the best game of the whole convention, so.
Might have been. I mean, we're a little biased, but I think I agree with you.
I mean, I walked around. I played some Spyro for a bit, and then I just came back and played Rivals 2 with HKP. So.
Hey, Spyro's sick.
Spyro's pretty cool.
When are they adding Spyro into Rivals?
True.
Ooh, bad spot for Bio to be in. No seed, so it's fine.
Man, this game evened up quick.
Sure did.
Oh, whip it good.
All right, finally landed again, so back in neutral. Whoever gets the next hit should end up taking this. Ooh, that was up B for sure.
Oh,
that should be it.
Okay.
Yep.
The down tilt up B confirmed. We've seen that so many times from Elkies so
All
far.
right, we're
This top
going to
8.
game 5. They're really fighting for this, for 4th place.
Now the question is, what stage is Bio on?
That's a great question.
We have the same, I think both players
Tempest.
banned the same 2 stages.
Tempest is an interesting stage to choose. A little bit smaller. I don't disagree with it, because giving Maple a smaller stage to not be able to just run away from you is not a terrible idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is where I took Elkies here yesterday, and I got 3-0'd. So,
Word.
Elkies is not uncomfortable on this stage. But it did make the game a little bit closer, so it's not a bad option.
A good shield, breaking out of that pressure. Really even game so far.
The extra funny thing is that, like I said, these people are both rooming with me, and they're both going to be participating in the online bracket happening today. at 2 p.m.
That's an intense day of rivals. You finish one top 8, you go right into
Yeah.
the championship bracket.
I mean, they wanted to do it so bad, they were like pestering me constantly, like, hey, how can I play this, whatever. Can I go back to your house and play at your house? Can I use your computer? So that's what their plan is. Right after they're done with top 8, they're taking the max back to my house. Bio's getting on my computer. Elkies has their, like, Steam Deck thing. And they're just going to play at my house using my internet.
That's awesome.
So they love Rivals 2 that much.
Lily in the corner.
Wow,
Ooh,
that kill.
wow.
That was such a slow kill.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
All right, stuck with these up airs. That feeling didn't quite exist in Rivals 1 too much because you had Drifty Eye, and in Rivals 2 it kind of has that smash feeling of like, I got hit by 5 up airs, how do I get out of this, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you're holding off stage, you're still going to take the percent.
I do think overall, you know, compared to games that have similar mechanics to Rivals 2, the up airs are quite strong.
They really
across
are.
the board. So the lack of Drifty Eye is like pretty
Ooh.
noticeable, I think.
All right, last stock, potentially for BioBurb. You can't let this one go.
Okay. Where are we going from here? Are you going to be able to kill Maple?
Yeah, it is imperative that Bio kills Maple without taking percent. Rasper dies so early that you cannot get rid of it.
Oh, the clap misses. That would have been big. Elfie's just holding on. Got a little bit more damage in. I mean, as long as Bio doesn't take too much. Oh, but
no,
here's
the
the
Lily.
damage. Here's the damage. Oh, back throw. Oh! The
Still
tech,
alive,
but
no
not quite.
longer. Last stock, game 5.
This is it.
This is the fight, I believe, Mystery Soul.
Oh, nice Lily combo. Bio taking so much damage here. Elfie's really putting the pressure on. Oh, nice tether into. Oh my god.
Still alive.
Okay, we got the
Duck
tech.
tech. That should be it. No, still alive, living. It still technically is anyone's game.
Yeah, Bio's still in this. He's got to get something started, but... Oh, they're off stage again. So it looks like they're recovering pretty okay. Elkie's not able to secure the edge guards here.
Oh, that might... No, it didn't go for the uppercut. There it is. All right,
Good
close,
games.
hard-fought set between Bio and Elkies.
Halfway into game 4, it looked like it was Bio's set to take, and then Elkie's just like really put it together.
Yeah, so... Hey, 5th place.
Yeah,
Nothing to scoff at with how stacked this bracket is.
absolutely. I mean,
And Bio's starting to look back in form. Bio was telling me the other day, I really want to be competitive in this game. I want to grind it. And basically the same path and process that Bio did in Rivals 1 is what they want to do in Rivals 2.
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, they definitely made it work in Rivals 1, so I have high hopes for them. Really excited to see what they do in the future of this game.
So we should have Mystery Soul and Elkies. Yep, we're gonna go to a quick break before doing that. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
See you guys soon.